The sleeping process is something we go through every night, but don't always pay attention to the process or what goes into the process as we rest. After a long day of work and school, all you want to do is get right into bed and rest. Am I right? But have you ever thought about what your body goes through as you rest, or how your body changes? Well, that's what I'm here for today, to inform you on the sleeping process and what happens during the sleeping process to you without you even noticing it. To start off, not getting enough sleep can greatly affect your mental functions throughout the day, such as how you make memories throughout the day, how fast you respond to situations. For example, if you're in an almost car crash, if you had a good amount of rest the night before, you can take those split seconds to prevent the car crash with a quick response. If you didn't get enough rest the night before, those split seconds will be taken by your brain to comprehend what's going on, and you might not have the opportunity to stop it before you know you're about to crash. It affects how our nerve cells called neurons communicate with each other as well. The article Brain Basic Understanding Sleep by NINDS, published in the year 2019, said that sleep also affects mostly every tissue and system in our body. These systems can include, but are not limited to, the brain, heart, lungs, and even your mood throughout the day. The article, The Science of Sleep, Understanding What Happens When You Sleep by Johns Hopkins, published in the year 2020, stated that sleep has many stages, and each stage has an important purpose to how you keep your brain and body healthy. Now that you know why sleep is so important, let me tell you the different stages that the sleeping process has. Although it may seem that sleeping is only about closing your eyes and giving up for the day, there is so much more to it than that. The article Understanding Sleep Cycles by the National Sleep Foundation, published in the year 2020, stated that the sleeping cycle has two types of stages. The first stage is REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement while you sleep, and non-REM sleep, which is the opposite, non. The first stage of non-REM sleep is being awake but about to fall asleep. This is when you have light sleep, where if you hear any little noise, you might jump up because you're still awake but about to fall asleep. The second stage is a light sleep, where you don't comprehend what's going you're not aware what's going on around you, but anything light can wake you up out of your sleep. The third and fourth sleep is heavy sleep, where it's just you're plain out knocked out. Mostly from this point on, you just sleep throughout the night. REM sleep, as I stated, it stands for when your eyes move rapidly behind closed lids. During this stage, your breathing rate will increase, and this is when your body becomes temporarily paralyzed. So this is where you dream. All your nightmares and sweet dreams happen during this stage. New data showed that non-REM sleep is way more important than REM sleep. Although REM sleep used to be considered the most important stage until new data came out. The sleeping cycle will occur 4 to 5 times throughout your night. So this is where you get your rest. Throughout the night, the sleeping cycle keeps happening, so you get the rest you need. If it was just one sleeping cycle, it wouldn't be sufficient to cover at least 8 hours of sleep. It also won't give your body enough time to rest and take on the changes it has to take on. The article, The Science of Sleep, published by Harvard Health in the year 2020, stated that sleep allows the brain and body to slow down and start the recovery process. Getting good rest throughout the night means good mental health and physical health. Sleep helps regulate hormones such as melatonin, growth hormones, and cortisol. The article "What Happens When You Sleep" by the Sleep Foundation, published in the year 2020, states that age plays a big role in the way you sleep or the amount you sleep. So as you get older, you'll sleep less because your body requires sleep less. This happens because as you get older, your growth hormones reduce, and your melatonin amount also reduces. Melatonin is what makes you sleepy and makes you sleep throughout the night. Infants, on the contrary, need sleep to have a proper growth and development. So it's important to keep infants on a good sleeping schedule. They'll normally, once you get them in a sleeping schedule, they'll stick to that sleeping schedule. As you can see, it doesn't matter if you're a newborn baby or a 90-year-old person. Sleep will always play a big role in your life and the way you function in your everyday life. In conclusion, today you realized the crucial factors that sleep has on you, the importance of the sleeping process. It's something that no matter what you try, you cannot avoid. Sleeping isn't just about closing your eyes. It has so many factors going into it. You also learned about non-REM sleep and REM sleep, which are the two primary stages of sleeping. And you also learned the steps that go into sleeping, especially with REM sleep. Another thing you learned, don't forget that sleeping helps your brain, lungs, mood, and heart work properly and just go in a smooth flow together. All your organs are essential, and it's important that you take very good care of them. So that goes eating well, exercising, and sleeping. Although it may not seem as important, and sometimes you can easily decide to deprive yourself from sleeping, don't do it. Make sure, now that you know what the sleeping process is and how important it is, make sure you go through it every night and just enjoy it.